I thought defense put their butts off today. Special teams as well, getting that block punt was huge. And then, obviously a great team in San Fran to be able to come out here as a team and fight the way that we did.
The Minnesota Vikings just shocked the world, starting off the season 2-0 with a huge upset over the San Francisco 49ers. When JJ McCarthy went down for the season about a month ago, everyone pretty much wrote this team off. I mean, for God's sake, Sam Darnold was going to be behind center. There was no way the Vikings were going to win more than 5 games, right? Well, we are approaching week 3, and they already almost have half of that. And Sam Darnold has been outstanding so far, and everyone is talking about that bomb to Justin Jefferson. I'm not going to completely overreact, but beating the Niners is no easy feat. And honestly, with the roster the Vikings have, I think average QB play could lead them to the playoffs, or pretty close to it. In this video, I'm going to break down Minnesota's win, what they did well, what they can still improve on. I'm going to talk about what they have to do the rest of the season to keep this up and ultimately make that super unexpected playoff push. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We're on the road to 40k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. So, the biggest Vikings question mark entering the 2024 season was Darnold. He had played for 3 different teams and been the primary starter for 2. When asked about him, many people felt as if Darnold, surrounded by better coaching and a more well-rounded group of skill players, could excel. And he's done exactly that through 2 games as the Vikings starter. Alright, so let's start off recapping the game. Both defenses came out strong, with the Vikings blocking a 49ers punt to set up an early field goal. The second quarter saw fireworks as Sam Darnold connected with Justin Jefferson on that incredible 97-yard touchdown pass, the longest play from scrimmage in Vikings history. Fred Warner kept the 49ers in it with a clutch interception, but Minnesota took a 13-7 lead into halftime. The third quarter was all about turnovers. Brock Purdy threw an interception that the Vikings quickly turned into a touchdown, extending their lead to 20-7. But Fred Warner struck again, forcing a fumble at the goal line to keep San Francisco's hopes alive. In the fourth, Jordan Mason punched in a touchdown for the 49ers to make it close, but the Vikings were able to control the clock and seal the win with a late field goal. Now to get to some of the standout performers in this one, Sam Darnold of course threw for 268 yards and 2 touchdowns in an efficient outing. Justin Jefferson had 133 yards and a score before leaving with an injury, and for the 49ers, Jordan Mason rushed for 100 yards, filling in for Christian McCaffrey. But the story was Minnesota's defense, which sacked Purdy 5 times and forced 2 key turnovers. This really was a statement win for the Vikings, taking down one of the NFC's top teams. Meanwhile, the 49ers will look to bounce back after a sloppy performance on the road. It's still early, but this game could have major playoff implications down the line in the NFC. Here's what some of the players and coaching staff had to say in their post-game interviews following the game.
Really, the tape kind of confirmed a lot of things what I felt yesterday post-game. A lot of really strong performances by our team. I like the way the film looked. I like the way the effort and the play style and the things that we talked about post-game were kind of confirmed.
It felt too easy back there, man. The big dogs, they've been doing their job, man, and they making our job easier, so we're going to start capitalizing on our end, and we just going to keep playing off each other.
Well, I your interception, basically the tip drill, right?
Yeah, tip drill, man. I was just trying to break on the ball, making sure we don't get no one-on-one tackles. Blake had a great break, got his hands on the ball. I got my hands on the ball. Beasley got his hands on the ball. We came down with it, so that's all that matters.
Anyways, we've got to talk more about Sam Darnold. The former Jets and Panthers quarterback has been a revelation in Kevin O'Connell's offense. He's playing with confidence, making smart decisions, and spreading the ball around effectively. As I said, in the upset win, Darnold threw for 268 yards with 2 touchdowns, including that 97-yard bomb to Jefferson. And speaking of the offensive line, they've been giving Darnold time to operate and opening up lanes in the run game. This unit looks so much improved from last season. But before we get too carried away, let's pump the brakes a bit. It's only been 2 games and there's a lot of football left to play. But you can't help but wonder, are the Vikings legit playoff contenders? Their upcoming schedule includes matchups with the Texans, Packers, and the Jets in London. How they fare in those games will tell us a lot about whether this hot start is sustainable. Of course, the big concern right now is Justin Jefferson's injury. He left the game with a quad contusion, but early reports are encouraging. Jefferson himself said that he expects to be ready for next week's game against Houston. The Vikings will need their superstar receiver healthy if they want to keep this momentum going. Last year, Jefferson missed nearly half of the season with a hamstring strain. He spoke frequently this offseason about preparing his body for the duration of the season. And really, until last season, injuries had not affected his career. Defensively, Brian Flores has this unit playing at an elite level. They sacked Brock Purdy 5 times and forced 2 interceptions. Newcomers like Blake Cashman, Andrew Van Ginkel, and Jonathan Grenard have made an immediate impact. This veteran-led defense looks like one of the best in the league so far. But again, they still have so much to prove. And we can't talk about the Vikings' success without mentioning the coaching staff. Kevin O'Connell has Darnold and the offense humming, while Flores has transformed the defense. Their game planning and in-game adjustments have been top-notch. As for other injuries, the Vikings are still waiting on tight end TJ Hawkinson to return from his ACL injury. Recent reports suggest that he could be out until early November, which would be a significant boost to the offense when he does come back. One other offensive player I really want to talk about is Aaron Jones, because I feel like he just fits into this offense so seamlessly. He did fumble, he hasn't been perfect, but his ability to line up out wide and catch passes from time to time has really opened up this offense, because in the past, even with how good Dalvin Cook was, he was mainly a run downhill type of guy. I think Jones is just a lot better in the passing game, and that is not a diss on Cook at all. Many Vikings fans are thrilled and pleasantly surprised by the team's strong start, especially after last season's struggles. This win over the 49ers, a top NFC contender with so much firepower, is particularly satisfying and has led some to believe that the Vikings are legitimate playoff contenders this year. Here is what some of the media has to say.
Vikings are a surprise at 2-0. The 49ers going in there, short week, no Christian McCaffrey. Jordan Mason's still looking pretty damn good. He had a 100-yard performance for the second straight week, 6 days apart, 48 carries from Monday to Sunday, which is pretty impressive for a guy who was undrafted. But we talked about at the top of the show, that moment where you stop him on 4th and goal, trust Sam Darnold to stand in the end zone, deliver the ball. Justin Jefferson does the rest with an assist from Jalen Nailor. I don't know if you've seen the extent to which Nailor, who's on the other side of the field.
So overall, this is the first time since 2016 the Vikings are starting off a season 2-0. And in the rapidly improving division they are in, that is going to be huge when we look back come week 17. We have seen so often a team start off hot, resulting in an unexpected playoff season. And in week 3, they host the Texans. I think this game is going to be an absolute shootout, assuming that Jefferson is back healthy. The secondary is gonna have to come to play. But I think the Texans showed that they can be beaten in their recent game against the Bears. Caleb Williams just made a ton of ill-advised throws, ultimately leading to turnovers that gave the game away. And if the Vikings can win this game, man, you're looking at a team that is 3-0, and things will start to get real serious. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you thought about the Vikings' performance in week 2, what you would like to see improve, and also put a player that stood out to you that most people aren't talking about, and I will pin the comment that I agree the most with. That's really all I have to say for this one. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.